Welcome to the Delbert King Gymnasium. We'll start this one over again. I'm Larry Duke along with Greg Sanders. We've got Shawe and Southwestern tonight. Basketball ORVC matchup. And we'll have that coming up for you here in just a little bit. But right now we're being asked to rise for our national anthem. That's our national anthem here from the Delbert King Gymnasium at Southwestern High School. And Greg, as we were talking about, until we had a little bit of technical difficulties here and there, Shawe trying to get things going after having so many games that were called because of COVID.
Yeah, Shawe has had a lot of difficulty, and the enrollment size of their school, the roster size, they've been affected a lot more than a lot of the other local schools with coronavirus issues. I mean, Southwestern's had their challenges too, but you know, these girls, they've played a tough stretch of games here at Southwestern, and these next few nights are going to really show how tough these girls are.
Southwestern's coming in at 10-5 on the season, and for Shawe, they're coming in tonight with a 1-2 overall record. They will play here tonight against Southwestern, tomorrow against Switzerland County, and then next Monday they'll be taking on Milan, then Rising Sun, then Providence to wind up their schedule. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. First of all, for Shawe, it'll be number 5, a 5'6" senior, Abigail Hill. Wearing number 12, a 5'6" senior, Phoebe Grody. Wearing number 11, a 5'5" sophomore, Callie Alderman. Wearing number 20, a 5'6" sophomore, Autumn Latham. And wearing number 34, a 5'9" sophomore, Katie Jacobs. Now for the Southwestern Rebels, they'll go this way. Wearing number 11, a senior, Isabel Brooks. Wearing number 00, also a senior, Ellie Foley. Wearing number 23, a senior, Abby Fulton. Wearing number 10, a senior, Ashton Good. And wearing number 3, a junior, Trinity McLean. So it'll be Southwestern going from right to left in the white uniforms. And for Shawe, they'll be in their green and gold. We're underway as Southwestern wins the tip. Working it into the middle, kicking it back out to Fulton. Here's McLean. She takes a shot up, no good. Underneath, no good again. Rebound's going to come off there to the Hilltoppers as they start on up. Ball going to be taken away at about midcourt. Here is
Ashton Good put several games together here recently, and you should expect a lot out of her tonight.
She's been one that has been coming along pretty well for Devin Briley's Lady Rebels. Shawe working the basketball. They go over to the far side. Back out to the top. That is Grody. Phoebe working there against McLean. Bad pass, and it's going to be taken away there by Good. Good over to McLean. McLean puts it up. No good. And a rebound. We're going to have a foul called underneath, and it's going to be there against Shawe. going to be called there against number 12. That's going to be her first and the team's first. Southwestern with little shot right there. No good. That put up by Ashton Good. Ball kicked. Down they go. Good coming up on the left side. Puts it up, and that's the first points of the ball game.
Yeah, Ashton Good created that with that tip to steal that ball.
2-0 in favor of Southwestern. Southwestern putting some full court pressure. Almost taken away. Bad pass is going to be taken there by Brooks. Long down court pass. Nothing good there. And and we foul. And it's going to be called. And it's going to be against Phoebe Grody again.
That hurts the Lady Hilltoppers there.
That's her second, team second. Here's Trinity McLean. Kicks it over to far side. Here's Fulton. Abby almost traveled with the basket. McLean inside. Going to toss it back out. I'll tell you, Shaw is really causing havoc in there with this defense.
They've got amazing defense.
Calamity called against Shaw once again. And that's going to be against Katie Jacobs. And Southwestern will go to the free throw line. First one is up and good. Foley at the line for Southwestern. Second one also good. We were talking about the defense, Greg. They're just swarming. Their collapse. Southwestern comes in.
Yes, they are.
Foul going to be called against the Lady Rebels.
Izzy Brooks there with the foul.
Going to be her first and the team's first. That's going to put Katie Jacobs to the line. She'll have a couple to shoot. First one is no good. 4-0 in favor of Southwestern. We've got 5:33 to go here in the first quarter. Second one is up. No good. Rebound's going to come down there to the Rebels. They give it over to Foley as she comes up. Tries to work it to the inside, but quickly.
Once again, that zone
just sucked it right on up. Playing inside. Can't quite get the underhand. Shaw's going to come out of there with the rebound, but pressure. And we've got a timeout called by Shaw. Greg Ison's going to call that timeout with 5:06 to go here in the first quarter. 4-0 in favor of Southwestern. But really, the biggest thing that Shaw's got going for him right now is that defense.
That's it.
Because it is just clogging up. 4 points, 2 of which have come off free throw.
If it's not for a lid on the basket, they can't get to the basket for the Rebels tonight.
And I'm going to say most of it is that they can't get to the basket tonight.
That's right.
Period. Before we get any farther in the ball game, want to say a big hello and calm down in your easy chair. Remember, you're still on medical leave. Terry King.
Mr. King's a good guy. He was one of my PE teachers when I went to school here at Southwestern.
Ball going to come across and finally just handed that one off. Here on the side, shot up, no good. That by Jacobs. The Southwestern on the run down the right-hand side, no good. Rebound, and that one is going to go in by Izzy Brooks. So 6-0 now in favor of Southwestern. Coming across with it. That is going to be Latham, and it's going to be taken away. Fulton directing some of the traffic up in front. Off now the left elbow. Tell you, Topper's coming right at you. Inside, ball got a little too low, but able to pass it off to Brooks. And she now has 4 points. 4 minutes to go, 8-0 your score.
Izzy always seems to find a way to get her hands on that ball there.
Ball going to be tapped out of bounds. It'll stay right there with the Toppers. Subs coming in. We've got Ashley Fulton. She is a freshman. Also, number 25, Allie Wilberding. She is a senior. And the ball's going to be taken away. Here comes Foley down. She's going to take it right to the hoop, and she gets the 2. She now has 4 points. And another timeout is called by Shaw in a 10-0 ball game in favor of Southwestern.
Ellie Foley earned those 2 points there with that deflection and taking it coast to coast for the lay-in. That was a good drive.
Said Southwestern back in action again tomorrow. And they'll be here against South Ripley tomorrow evening. Be a 7:30 start on that one. They'll play both varsity and a junior varsity. Shaw will be at Switzerland County tomorrow. Southwestern boys, big ball game coming up on Friday.
Big, you say?
Big. Big. The Turkey's already been 8. As Madison and Southwestern will do battle from Connor K. Somm. Comes off here the near side. Hill can't get it. Rebound comes down. Still nothing. That one a little bit off the mark there by Alderman. Brooks inside. Nothing. Nice pull down on the rebound there by Grody.
She ripped that right out of the Southwestern's hands.
But then sneaking up from behind is going to be Foley, and she just pops that one right out of her hands. In the lane, ball going to go out of bounds. Ashley Fulton is a freshman. Of course, her sister Abby, a senior. Foul going to be called there on Latham. That's Autumn's first. It's going to be the team's 4th. Ashley's first one is up and good. I've actually seen this young lady play basketball since she was in about 3rd grade.
She has scrapped her way onto this varsity team as a freshman. I mean, that's an amazing feat.
She's good at volleyball. She's good at softball. She's going to be an athlete to take a look at. And
look at that.
Right she just takes it right there and going to have a jump ball.
I think playing with the boys growing up helped her be what she is now.
Very much so, yes. She played with that freshman boys group for a couple of years and, did remarkable with that. Ball going to be tapped away. Losing it out of bounds there is going to be Alderman. You talk about another athlete right there in Cali. Cross country, track.
Absolutely.
Fulton's going to go ahead and bring it up over on the right-hand side. Again, there's the zone defense put on there by Shaw. Yolette Perez in the ball game for Shaw. She's wearing number 10. Latham comes up, hits underneath, and losing the ball was Abigail Hill, who was falling backwards. Feed over to the side and in for 2 there by Ashton Good, who now has 4.
With the assist to Ashley Fulton.
13-0 in favor of Southwestern. 2:03 to go here. First quarter. Again, talking about the Madison and Southwestern game on Friday. Many, many ways that you can catch that ball game. The IHS AA TV is going to be covering it.
They're going to broadcast that, and there's not going to be a shortage for streaming, no matter which side you cheer for in that game.
Out in front, moves across the top. Here's McLean. She's going to take about a 17-footer. Doesn't get it. Nice pass there to Hill, but she lost it off of her knee, and a jump ball. Possession arrow was going to go to Southwestern with 1:20 to go. Rob and I will be there Friday on 95.3 WIKI. Ball going to be lost out of bounds. Stay right there with Southwestern. Or to the side. Looks to feed inside. Oh, nice. Kind of deflected right and then in. You had right there Abby Fulton, who had a chance of getting that ball, but she lost it. Here's McLean now from the left, and oh, that one just decided to flush on down. That's her first two. 17-0. We've got 35 seconds to go. Nice.
There we go.
Nice move down there.
That was a good play by Shaw.
And Jacobs gets him on the scoreboard. 20 seconds. Ashley slows it down. 12 seconds now. Ashley around the screen, and she's going to be hit. And if that is going to be on Grody, that is going to be number 3 on her. No, it's not. It's going to be on Latham, but that's
2 on her.
That's going to be the team's 5th. So Ashley Fulton goes to the line for 2. She's 1 for 2. First one is up and good.
Yeah, Phoebe Grody and Autumn Latham both with 2 fouls for the Lady Hilltoppers.
And when you don't go too deep in the bench, that's a little problem there.
Right. Good hustle for that rebound.
1 second and goes out of bounds with 0.3 seconds to go. Bounce pass, and that is going to be it. We're at the end of one quarter here tonight from Southwestern. Southwestern and the Shawe girls basketball tonight here on Rebel Vision. And it's an 18-2 ball game in favor of Southwestern here this evening. Again, I'm Larry Duke. Greg Sanders along with me.
And I'm glad to be here, Larry.
I am glad. We tried to get together last Friday.
That's correct.
But, with the Switzerland County game, but because of
this crazy thing called COVID-19,
it canceled the ball games. In fact, how it was, you probably noticed it because I was texting you as well.
Right.
In a 2-hour period, it went from 2 games to 1 game to no games.
Correct.
So
and we're texting right at the second that the second game gets canceled. The world we live in.
I tell you, it was wild. But keeping us up to date on it, Athletic Director Tom Scroggins, really appreciate that. Yeah, you talk about a workhorse.
Oh boy!
You take a look down there right now. Here in the Josh, try to get a picture of some of the brain trust down there if you can. A little bit more right there. There's 2 of the brain trusts right there in the blue and the red with Tom Scroggins and Sue Seekman.
There's a lot of Rebel history sitting right there.
A lot.
Miss Seekman has been a fixture in this school for ever. Great
I think
lady.
Now she has the longest tenure in the athletic program, more than Steve Bright.
Oh boy.
Shaw brought in the basketball, but they're going to lose it right there.
Ashton Good there to tie that ball up.
Yeah, there's a name from the past that was really involved in Southwestern athletics. I believe he was inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, he was this past season. Nice ceremony they had here for him.
Southwestern working the basketball out at the top. There's going to be a steal, and then stolen right back. You had 10 for 10 as Perez stole it, and then it right on back is going to be good, and the foul is going to be there on Perez, and that'll be her first and the team's sixth.
Again, that's all defense, just messing Southwestern up. They can't get set up in their offense.
You know, really, the way they're playing, and considering that's only the sixth foul, they're not playing too badly. You know, they've got the control.
Correct.
Lost that one off of her chin. She looks at her hands and, well,
just some fundamental issues right now. I guess they're still on cloud nine from that win last night, right?
Yeah. Defeating Rising Sun last evening. Underneath Perez, she's going to be fouled.
That was a good move to the basket by Perez, but Wilberding there with the foul.
Allie's going to pick up her first. It's going to be the team's second against. That's going to put Perez to the free throw line for a couple. First one is up and in. Shaw 1 for 3 now from the free throw line. Second one coming up and just quite didn't get the correct turn. Nice save by Perez.
Again, the Perez.
But travel call against Southwestern. So the Toppers getting it back out.
Perez has been a good boost for the Lady Hilltoppers off the bench here.
Almost too high, just throwing that up. No good there by Jacobs. It had the trajectory, but just not quite to the right.
Kind of a volleyball pass.
Yes. 18-3, Southwestern, 6:45 to go here in the half. Wilberding's going to lose the basketball, then a jump. Southwestern bringing Ashley Fulton and McLean in. Going out is going to be a Good and Wilberding. Ball almost tossed out of bounds, but a nice save there by Brooks. Here's Fulton. Ashley comes around the front. Over now to Foley. Abby trying to work her way in. That ball gets tossed away and taken away by Shaw. Coming all the way down with it. That is going to be Alderman. They go and set it back up. Southwestern coming out, man to man. And a reach. Going to be called there against Foley. And Ellie's going to pick up her first, team's third. Was a little post the other day. I think it was put out there by Tom saying about that probably the most unnoticed or not given as much credit for her play and her leadership has been Ellie Foley.
That's correct. She has been a catalyst for this team for 4 years now. And you know, it's sad that we have to deal with coronavirus. These student athletes that put so much time and effort into these programs, and this is her senior year amongst other seniors on this team. You know, it would be nice if the stands could be full so that they could hear the fans cheering them on for their senior season.
That foul's going to be called there against Brooks. That one over the top of the rim. Ashley Fulton coming on down. Here's McLean, nothing. And the rebound comes down there to Shaw. Southwestern's been doing quite a bit of retreating on the offensive boards.
Yeah, they're not crashing the boards.
Here's Perez. Off to the left-hand side. Nice cover up over there by Southwestern. So Shaw brings it around to the top again. A little low pass, but nice attempted save down there by Alderman. Foley into the paint. She is stuffed down there by Jacobs. Underneath that, a foul going to be called. And that one is going to be against Jacobs. It's going to be her second, team seventh. Right after she made a good stop, she gets called for the foul. Brooks going to line for 2.
That's 3 Lady Toppers with 2 fouls.
First one is up and in. Emma Long into the ball game for Southwestern, number 20, sophomore. Second one, no good. Perez comes off with it. 19-3, 4:38 to go here in the first half. Oh, Perez tried to feed it in to Grody. Intercepted there by Foley. She misses the shot, but she'll go to the line for a couple. That's going to be against Alderman. That's going to be her first.
Yeah, Grody was making the cut, and the ball was just a second too late, and Ellie Foley was right there to grab it.
So Ellie's going to go to the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 already tonight. Make that 3 for 3. 5 points for her. Good comes back into the ball game. Second one also good.
Lady Rebels are 7 of 9 free throws in the first half here.
I don't want to say this, but shooting a lot better from the free throw line than what the boys do.
Oh, boy.
That's going to be called there against Abby Fulton. That'll be her first, team's fifth. Yeah, Rob and I talk about it quite a bit, especially the first half. Boy, I tell you, they sometimes can't hit the cylinder at all.
It's called a free throw for a reason.
Because it's free and you're just throwing it.
Right.
And you're not getting it in the bucket. Here's Perez. Nobody over on the far side, but a nice save, but it still goes out of bounds to Southwestern. They've had turnovers, but again, Greg, like you said, this Hilltopper team is hustling.
There is no lack of hustle in these green jerseys tonight.
21-3. We've got 4 minutes to go.
But knowing Coach King and Coach Eisen, they're not going to let them. They're not going to let them not hustle.
No. Ball out of bounds. They're going to say travel. I thought it was out of bounds.
Yeah, she let the ball go and chased after it. You can't do that. But it did look like it hit the baseline.
It did. It did. Trying to drive to the bucket, try to pass it off there. It was Jacobs. That one intercepted. Oh, what a move there by Ashley Fulton.
Deflected, got the ball back, and got it to an open player.
Long couldn't make that. Shot inside, no good. Ball going to be out of bounds, and that will be Southwestern's basketball with 3:16 to go.
And you hate to talk about one player too much, but Ashley Fulton, as a freshman, has a bright future here for the Lady Rebels.
Both go down. She's going to cough that one up. And we've got a foul and a bucket. So Phoebe Grody is going to get the bucket. And it's going to be called there against Ashton Good. That'll be her first and the team's sixth. And Grody's going to go to the free throw line for a three-point play. It's up and it's in. Timeout's going to be called by Southwestern as Devin Brierly wants to talk a little bit about some strategy and what they could try to do against this zone defense for Shawe.
Hopefully that gives Phoebe Grody a little confidence, making that bucket and the free throw, the three-point play. She's a phenomenal player. Again, another senior that it's unfortunate that the fans aren't in the stands to cheer these young ladies on.
Lisa Watterson watching, Kim Garland. Elizabeth Crumley is watching as well. Got
hey,
some
Elizabeth.
comments.
How are you?
Elizabeth and my older daughter, born same place, just a day apart or so.
Awesome.
Elizabeth is actually older.
Okay. By a day.
By a day. Here's Foley. Long going to bring it over to the right-hand side. Feed in. Oh, nice feed over to Wilberding. A little bit too hard, but she scraps for it and brings off the loose ball. They're going to go right back into her, and she's going to have that one blocked away. That one blocked away by Hill.
The Shawe defense. Again.
Working it off the left. A little weak pass there. And
Long there to pick up the ball.
Here's Foley. Try to feed it out there to Long. It's going to go back court, and it'll be Shawe's basketball. Taking a look at Coach Briley down there, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
She's, looking up to the ceiling and wondering, okay, what do we got to do? Yes, we got the lead in the ball game, but we're struggling.
Did we forget fundamentals? Devin's my neighbor. That's our exchange. We always say, hey, neighbor.
Here's a shot from the side. Up, no good. That one by Hill.
She had a wide open look, though.
Long. Wilbert just said, I'm not going to make this one. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off. And Ashton Good now has 6 points. Stolen away, and a Good gets 2 more. She now has 8. 25-6. We've got $1:30 to go here in the first half. Nice hands down there, keeping that basketball. Trying to push it there is Alderman. Hill with a long one. Doesn't quite go. Rebound just happened to go over the heads of a couple of them. And Shawe wasn't able to get that rebound. Oh, nice comeback right there by Perez. She did hit it out of bounds, but again, there's that hustle.
The hustle. Hilltopper hustle. I think we're on to something, Larry.
There you go, Terry. You can use it. We'll take royalties, though. 3-pointer from the side.
Ashley Fulton.
Look at the long Fulton. You got the one on the top and one on the bottom here.
That's 5 for Ashley.
Feed over to Perez. Back out to Hill. Coming around. That is Grody. Ball going to be tapped out, and they're going to say that it is going to go to Southwestern. But the one referee who was closer to it said that it was tipped off of Southwestern.
That was the correct call to make.
Yeah, because one was way up the court a little bit, and the other one was just caddy corner and had a better angle. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Perez. One thing I got to say, out of all the stuff that Shawe is doing, even, I'm not just talking about they're not making the shots. The thing that they're not doing is their passes are weak.
They're soft.
They've got to put more onto it. 15 seconds to go. Down to 10. Southwestern will hold it for 1. Down to 5. Fulton. McLean off to the corner, and we're going to get that foul called. Yes. They're going to let it go and say that's going to be on number 10. And that's going to be on Perez. That'll be her second. Team's 9th. And you're going to have Long standing out there all by herself. And she hits the first one. You know, sometimes I wonder if I'd want to be standing on the line by myself or have the teams along the side there.
I agree. I think I would rather have someone out there with me.
She makes both of them. So we are at halftime here this evening from Southwestern. ORVC contest between Shawe and Southwestern. And the Rebels lead it by a score of 30-6. Stay with us. We'll be back here in just a little while. Get the second half started. You're watching girls high school basketball here on Rebel Vision. And we welcome you back to the Delbert O'King Gymnasium here at Southwestern. As it is Southwestern leading Shawe here in women's basketball or girls basketball. Either way, it's the same thing basically, by a score of 30-6. I'm Larry Duke along with Greg Sanders here tonight. And Greg, while you stepped away, I was going through some of the messages and everything. Terry said that he will use Hilltopper Hustle.
Good.
So, how much do you want for royalties?
Yeah, I just want a popcorn every once in a while when we go to the game.
Okay, sounds good.
That's easy.
All righty, here we go. Let's take a look at the scoring in the first half for Shawe. Phoebe Grody with a 3, Katie Jacobs with 2, and Yolette Perez with a total of 1. For Southwestern, Isabel Brooks with 5, Ellie Foley with 6, Ashton Good with 8, Allie Wilberding with 2, Trinity McLean with a 2, Emma Long with 2, Ashley Fulton with a total of 5. Shawe had a lot of fouls in the first half. They've got Grody, Latham, Jacobs, and Perez all with 2 fouls. Alderman with 1. Brooks has 2 for Southwestern. Foley, Abby Fulton, Good, and Wilberding all have 1.
The Lady Rebels took advantage of those fouls too, shooting 9 of 11 free throws in the first half.
But again, those fouls, there was several of them there that were, pardon me, that were caused or that happened because of block shots by Shawe.
That's right.
And they just didn't have, the control to work on it. Both teams back in action tomorrow. Southwestern here against South Ripley. Switzerland County will take on Shawe over in Vevey tomorrow. Again, those are all tentative. Even though it's tomorrow, it's still tentative. Because I just found out that the women's game against Rose Holman, both tomorrow and Saturday for Hanover, has been canceled.
Okay.
Shot from the side there by Hill, nothing. Rebound comes off by Southwestern, almost tipped away.
Good deflection by Grody.
Foley comes up, and that one is good. She now has 8 points on the night. Slow walk up there by Grody. Off to the side. Hill comes along with it. Trying to hand it off there to Alderman, and that's going to be a jump ball.
Ashton Good getting in the middle there, tying that up.
Work into Foley. That one was down around the knees, but she brought that one up nice, and she now has 2 more points here in the second half for a total of 10. She's the only one that scored for Southwestern here in the second half, and we're just a minute and a couple of seconds into it. On the side coming up, and we've got a foul going to be called there. It's going to be called against Shawe.
Looks like Abigail Hill.
It's going to be Abigail's first, team's first here in the second half. First one is up and good. Ashton now with a total of 9 points. That's her first free throw.
That's right. Her first trip to the line tonight.
Second one up. It is good. 36-6, 6:42 to go here in the third quarter. That one a bad pass, but nice hustle there by Grody to come back and get that. Alderman now out to Perez. She didn't start, but boy, she's seen the minutes here.
She's earned the minutes.
They tried to feed it into her, but
a little too high of a pass there. But
Latham threw behind her instead of throwing in front of her.
Right.
Here's McLean underneath. Brooks, nothing. Rebound comes down there to Grody, but stolen right away there by Southwestern, and good. And we've got a whistle and a foul.
Looks like he called that on the floor, I think.
And it's going to be against Grody. That's going to be number 3 against the senior. Out of bounds as Foley will take it in. Shot up and good. A 3 trifecta there by McLean. Trinity now with a 5.
Yeah, that first half, there was a lid on the basket for her, and hopefully she's found her shot here.
Coming back around. Oh, nice feed into the middle. Shot up, nothing. Just rushed it a little bit there was Jacobs. McLean to Brooks. Brooks up, nothing there. Rebound, and that comes off there to Jacobs. And gets it off there to Grody. Phoebe over to the right side. Now Perez. Alderman. Ball almost got away there from Latham. And there is Alderman with 2. That's her first 2 of the ball game.
That was good possession by Shawe there.
All the way down on the pass, and not able to get that one on the easy bunny was a good. Perez. She thought that Grody was going to go into the lane and got intercepted, and Foley comes up and puts it in. She now has 6 points here in the second half to go with the 6 that she had in the first half. 41-8. Coming off underneath. Ball going to be out of bounds. You know, we talk about Trinity with the sort of the lid during that first half. You know as well as quite a few people know, I've had a lot of, kids that played either basketball or baseball or softball for me. Her mom played basketball for me until she decided to become a cheerleader. Oh, nice movement of the basketball.
That was a good feed there by Wilberding.
Abby Fulton with her first 2. Yeah, she was a heck of a basketball player. And, Trinity is much better than her. I hate to say that, but she is. But I think she could have been an awfully good basketball player. Ball going to be out of bounds. It'll stay right there with Shawe. In fact, I hate to say it, a lot of these kids that I see playing now were better than their parents, are better than their parents. Almost lost the ball, but nice save. Back to Perez. Foley all over her. Jacobs, she put her head the wrong way, and that one's going to be stripped away by Foley. Ellie comes down, hits the side of the rim, or should say side of the backboard, and Shaw's going to come up with it. Ball going to be tossed away.
We talked about those soft passes in the first half. I think that went to the opposite extreme.
Yeah, it's now stronger passes, and the stronger passes are going awry.
Right.
I think they're going to either need a mitt or some gloves. Along the side, Ashley Fulton.
Picked up her dribble a little too quick there.
But a foul's going to be called, and it's going to be there against number 20, Latham. Autumn now picks up her 3rd. So Grody and Latham both with 3 fouls. Greg Eisen has not gone to the bench. Really at all except for Perez in this ball game. 9 period.
I just want to see her get going, and she has so much talent.
Shot up, and foul is going to be called. It's going to be against Southwestern. That'll be against Ashley Fulton. It'll be her first. Team's first. That'll put Alderman to the free throw line for a couple. Callie's first shot is up and no good. Shawe boys, they're in action tonight. They're up at South Ripley. Go to South Ripley's Facebook page and you can get a link to their live broadcast up there tonight. Second one is missed. Good buddy of Rob's and my, Bob Meyer, former coach up at South Ripley, and Sean Holcomb doing that ball game.
South Ripley 10-1 and number 10 in the state in 2A basketball.
Long going to tip that out of bounds. In fact, in 2 weeks on a Thursday during the girls sectional, Southwestern will be up at South Ripley.
Always a fun game when you play at South Ripley.
I wish we were back at Tyson, to tell you the truth. I love that gym. 152, 43-8. Here's Perez. Nice save there by Alderman, but then she runs into McLean. Grody underneath, and a foul's going to be called against Southwestern.
Looks like Wilberding there with a little shove in the back.
And against Allie, that'll be her second. Team second.
Trini McLean going to get a breather here. Serena Hardy into the game.
A sophomore. Here's Jacobs. Bounce pass. Perez. That not quite the bounce pass that you want, but a nice save over on the far side there by Latham.
Good hustle again by the Lady Hilltoppers.
So Shawe taking it out on the far side.
Nice pass.
Jacobs just throws that one in,
Wow.
and that goes on in. She got that one to take the swirl.
That's right.
43-10, 1:13 to go. Long out now to Hardy. And Long, little double dribble.
It's nice that Devon's letting some of the JV girls play tonight since they didn't have a JV game to get them some time on the floor.
And really, if they're playing, the one team that is really not getting the minutes is the JV teams.
That's correct. Again, with COVID, a lot of boy-girl doubleheaders, a lot of JV games canceled and varsity only.
Well, you figure this one was supposed to be back on the first Friday of December. Hardy comes down with it. Bounce pass out.
And here we are 2/3 of the way through January.
And only 2 weeks left in the girls' season. Three-pointer out there by Ashley Fulton. That is her second three. Her only 2 baskets are threes. And she's got a couple of free throws to go along with it.
8 points for the freshman tonight.
Perez. A little push there, but no call. Alderman, and now we get the foul. It's going to be called there against 45. Serena picks up her first, team's third. 3.5 seconds to go. Inside, little jumper, doesn't go. And we're at the end of a three here from Southwestern Girls ORVC Conference ball game. Southwestern leading it by a score of 46-10.
I thought with Jacob's height there, she was going to get that and convert that. Had a good look.
Got my oldest daughter messaging me. They're 8th grade, 7th and 8th grade Southwestern boys over at Switzerland County tonight. And Southwestern's up on Switzerland County after 3.
Wow.
So
that 7th grade team that Southwestern has, are they hot or what?
I tell you, there is talent there. There is talent. You know, the 8th grade, they've got some talent, but unfortunately they lack on fundamentals.
Right.
If they can learn the fundamentals, they'll be good. But they can't quite get fundamentals through.
You know, let's get the 7th grade and the freshmen out here and play a game. Wouldn't that be fun?
Well, I tell you, back when the 7th grade was 6th and the freshman was 8th, they played.
I've heard stories about that game.
Very close. Very close.
Coach Nussbaum has some talent coming up.
Yes.
Here at Southwestern.
And you talk about on the girls' 7th and 8th grade, they're so-so on the 8th grade, but the 7th grade's got some talent that is making their way on up. Back into action, 4th quarter. 46-10 Southwestern. We got a whole slew of new bodies in there for Southwestern.
Number 5, Cadence Long into the game for the Rebels.
Ball on the floor, going to come out. Jason watching the game. And his wife, Valerie, over there taking pictures. Ball going to go off the foot of Alderman, go out of bounds. And yes, I had Valerie in softball. Here on the near side.
14 Vilches in the game as well for the Lady Rebels.
Here's Candace. She's going to put it up. Doesn't get it.
She can make that shot.
She kind of rushed that one a little bit. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Shaw's basketball. We played a minute here in the 4th quarter. Working it off here on the near side, Latham. Here's Alderman. Alderman comes across the top, over now to Perret. Nope, that was Latham. Pardon me.
That was Latham, yeah. She had a good look at that shot.
Here's Long. Ball going to be tapped away. Gives it to Candace Long. Back out to the top. Emma just takes that one, and it just goes awry. (21-15), the start of the 3rd for Southwestern boys 8th grade. Foul. And it's going to be called there against
Cadence Long.
Candace picks up her first. Team's 4th. Jacobs goes to the free throw line. First one is no good.
Perez back into the game for the Lady Hilltoppers, giving Callie Alderman a breather.
Second one, no good. Working out on the near side. Here's Long. She's going to way over the top on that one. Brought off by Hill. Here's Perez trying to get around Long. Jacobs. And then a foul. Foul's going to be called there on
Vilches.
team's fifth. Jacobs comes out. Carson Cook comes in for Shawe.
Carson, a sophomore.
There's Grody. She puts in two. Grody now with 5 points on the evening, 46-12. Long to Long. And Candace puts in two. The freshman's first 2 points. 48-12. Working it on the near side. That is Hill. Almost taken away there. Get right on back to Hill. Hits the three.
Her first basket of the night.
48-15. First three of the ball game for Shawe. Southwestern's got three, two of which by Ashley Fulton. Here's Long. Hardy out at the top. Come back over to Long. Quick passes around. Here's Emma Long. Nothing. A rebound comes down there too. Cook.
Good ball movement by the Rebels, but couldn't convert.
That one goes out of bounds. Another sub into the ball game for Southwestern.
Riley Scroggins, daughter of athletic director Tom Scroggins,
who I understand is going to be better than Tom.
So many things we could say there, and I'm not.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for bailing me out. Shot up, good. That one put up by Hardy.
She has the range as well. She can make that shot.
51-15, 3:48 to go here in the ball game. Shot put up by Hill, and she hits another three.
Back-to-back threes for Abigail Hill.
She's got 6 points now. Timeout's going to be called by Southwestern. And it's going to be a full timeout. 3:30 to go here in the ball game. Southwestern up 51-18. But Shawe making some noise out there, especially from the three with Abigail Hill.
You know, it says a lot about Coach Eisen, who's here on the sideline. He's kept these girls mentally in the game. They've not given up. They've only played 3 games. This is their 4th game of the season. So, you know, they're out here hustling. You know, we've talked about that. Their defense has been phenomenal. You know, I'd love to see Phoebe Grody get going here and get points on the board. Abigail Hill has shown her range now. Seen a lot of good things out of the Lady Hilltoppers here in the last few minutes.
And, you know, you talk about the boys' game a couple of weeks, or what was it, a week? I can't even remember when it was. A week or so ago? 2 weeks ago? Josh, don't look at me like that. But, you know, you take a look at that ball game, and really the boys, they were out there hustling till the final buzzer.
Yes, they were.
You know, it didn't make any difference what the score was. They were out there giving it their all. And that's going to pay dividends down the road. That one no good. Rebound comes off there to the Toppers.
Well, you look at the history of Shawe basketball, which my son played there. They've had a lot of great girls teams over the years, and one thing's for certain, they always play tough.
They do. And you take a look at, some of the coaches that they've had, and the coaches are noted for the hustle.
Yes.
Candace Long had a look and a tie up. Ball goes to Shawe. You talk about Terry. Greg's doing the job here tonight. You go back to, Rachel Baudendistel, Danny Hambrick.
Danny's been involved in Shawe athletics for many years.
And again, boys up at South Ripley tonight on sports. From South Ripley, we'll have the video of that ball game.
Caden Slong stealing that ball there, just taking it away, driving into the basket.
Nice little layup there.
Good hustle by Caden Slong.
She now has 4 points. Grody. Ball going to be tipped. Comes back out there to Southwestern. 53-18. Here's Long. Back around to the top.
Riley Scroggins thought about it.
Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down, goes out of bounds, and it'll be
Shawe ball.
Shawe ball. Perez back into the ball game. 2:08 to go in the game. Scheduled to come up after the ball game is going to be Devin Brarley. Shot put up by Hill, nothing. We'll talk to her about the ball game and what's coming up.
Phoebe Grody fought for that rebound, pulled it out, and looks like she got fouled there.
She's going to be
by Caden Slong.
It's going to be her second. Told Devin if she doesn't come up, her dad's going to ground her.
Another Rebel substitute, Amberly Gosman, into the game, number 32, a sophomore.
Shawe working the basketball. Hill guarded there by Long. Jacobs back out. Oh, nice movement of the basketball by Shawe. Looks it in there to Jacobs, and she got it tapped from behind there by Hardy. But a good series right there, handling the basketball and passing it for Shawe.
Coming out of halftime, the third quarter, and definitely this quarter, Shawe has matured quite a bit here.
Out to Hardy on the top, over to Long. Takes a look. Ball going to be tapped away, but Long comes right back there, and she tries to run away without it. Again, I'm going to tell stories about some of these kids when they were in elementary and junior high. She couldn't hit free throws. And her mom had her out there shooting some during practice. I came over, tried to show her how, and I muffed 4 of them. So I'm glad she didn't listen to me. 53.9 seconds to go. 53-18. Southwestern's going to go to 11-5. Shaw's going to go to 1-3. Shot no good.
Good steal there by Callie Alderman, going coast to coast. but she did get fouled. Caden Slong picking up that foul.
It's going to be her third, team seventh. Alderman to the line. She is 0 for 2. She has 2 points tonight. First one up, no good. Again, Southwestern, South Ripley tomorrow here at the Delberto King Gymnasium. Second one up, and it is good. That one hitting in the back there of Gosman. Ball almost taken away, and foul going to be called.
Perez with her hustle, just a little too much there.
It's her third. You know, Amberly for Southwestern Gosman. Normally you look at Shaw with Gosman.
Right.
Bringing it in. Nice work there, but a little bit too hard. And a jump ball. 10.2 seconds to go. Bringing it down. Long shot there by Hill. Not going to go. Save the ball. And we are final here from Southwestern. And Southwestern wins it tonight by a score of 53 to 19. We said Southwestern goes to 11 and 5 on the year. Shaw goes to 1 and 3. This in an ORVC contest. Get the standings on that here real quick. Southwestern will go to 3 and 1 in the conference. Shaw goes to 0 and 2 in the conference in the ORVC, and both teams playing in the ORVC again tomorrow. Let's take a look at the scoring. First of all, for Shaw, Abigail Hill with 6, Phoebe Grody with 5, Callie Alderman with 2, Katie Jacobs with 5, and Yolette Perez with 1. For Southwestern, Isabel Brooks, 5 points, all in the first half. Most of the starters just played the first half of the ball game. Ellie Foley with a total of 12. Abby Fulton with 2. Ashton Good with 10. Allie Wilberding with 2. Trinity McLean with 5. Serena Hardy with 3. Emma Long with 2. Ashley Fulton with 8. And Cadence Long with a total of 4. Southwestern really took control of the ball game in the first quarter, leading 18-2. But again, Greg, as you and I talked during the entire ball game, that zone defense really hampered Southwestern. Now, if you get up against another team that plays zone against you, you're going to have to be a little bit more crisp than what Southwestern was, especially during the first half.
That's right. That zone by Shaw just hindered Southwestern's offense and gave the starters fits the whole first half. And one difference, there's 2 halves of basketball here. The Shaw girls played a fantastic second half, and Southwestern didn't get to the free throw line hardly at all in the second half. They did shoot 11 for 13, 9 of 11 in the first half. They only shot 2 in the second half, but shot 85% from the free throw line. So that helps win games.
And, the other thing is, we talk about the fouls. Let's take a look at Shaw. You had Grody, Latham, and Perez all with 3 fouls, and they were out there the entire time.
Right. Grody got off to a rough start there with 2 fouls in the first quarter, got herself under control. Then she picked up that 3rd foul in the third quarter. Again, such a talented player. only 3 games under their belt coming into this game, so now 4 games down. And you just want to see these seniors get the opportunities that they deserve to get out there and play.
And with the number of games that they have left, I think what Greg told me is something like 7 games in 11 days
Wow.
that Shaw has. If that doesn't get them ready for the Class A sectional, by playing that, I don't know. That's basically you can practice all you want, but you can't better yourself until you go up against someone
Until
else.
you're beating and banging under the rim, nothing can replicate that.
Yeah, because you've got to go up against other competition. Otherwise, it's it's tough. It's very tough to try to do. Southwestern, this was their 16th game of the year, and they're starting to put things down,
Mm-hmm.
for the next 2 weeks. But again, okay, you had a tough time with the zone tonight. You're going to have to try to go back in, work on that, even though they won't have until Friday really to work on that
Right.
one day this week. But that's going to be something that you really, really have got to, get going on.
And there were a lot of bright spots for the Lady Hilltoppers tonight. Yolette Perez, a freshman coming off the bench, and she was involved in a lot of those plays, had her hand in them. And Katie Jacobs, a 5'9" sophomore, she plays her size. She makes players alter their shots, and she's got a good future, it looks like, here.
Really, you take a look at all these young players, for Shaw. They've got 2 seniors in Hill and Grody, but they've got some players out there that, they're going to come along. And
Alderman, Latham, Jacobs, all sophomores, and some phenomenal talent there that'll go a long way for these Lady Hilltoppers.
Kind of waiting to see if Devin makes her way on up here. But kind of while we're waiting to see, Greg, I want to say thank you very much for coming on up and helping.
No problem.
We've done a couple of games before, and it's
always a Shaw game. Shaw Southwestern. What is it with it?
I don't know. You're right, but it's always fun.
It is fun.
And seeing these young people and everything is, that's what we're doing this for. It's for the people, for these kids, and for the parents, the relatives that can't come out because of the COVID, because of the households only able to come. That's why we do this.
Well, I didn't have to sit at home on my comfy couch watching you on TV and message you
right
all night during the game. So.
And you didn't have Rob here with me that we'd smack talk you.
Right.
like we usually do. But I want to say thank you, and also to Craig Toyota. You guys have done so much Western athletics, and really over the years, really for everybody.
Right. And I'm a Southwestern Rebel. I went to school here, but we've got a lot of plans in the works moving forward. We're going to do a lot with all the local school programs, and these student athletes, they deserve the support of the community. So I've got my neighbor here. I'm going to pass this over to her.
All righty.
Hi, neighbor.
Devin Brierly joining us here on the post game, and Devin, Greg, and I were talking during the course of the ball game. One thing that Shaw did tonight was come out with that zone, and it seemed like you guys had a tough time with that.
Yeah, we've been facing a lot of man-to-man lately, so that's what we've been focused on and dialed in on a little bit more. And I thought that we had a hard time just recognizing what they were in there for a minute, but I think once we got settled in a little bit, that we got things going.
Now you basically played the entire roster out there tonight. Let's talk about the starting 5. They went out there. You've been playing that group pretty much all season long, and they have pretty much have grown to know what is going on. Plus the seniors.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys now here you are, 16 games into the season. Yeah, you played 16 games.
Right, it's hard to believe.
But 16 games, you've just got the rest of this week and next week, and then boom, it's tournament time, and to be ready to go. Plus, you're going to be playing a couple of those teams here over the next week.
Yeah, and our seniors realize that this is the most important time of the year. That every single game, no matter who we're playing, we got to be dialed in. We got to be focused on what we want to do. We've still got things that we need to work on in order to be in order to be ready for sectionals. So, every day of practice and every single game should be a learning experience for us and a growing experience. So, really proud of our senior group, though. They do a great job leading our younger kids, and they're just right now that they want it so badly. So, we're going to do everything in our power to make that happen.
But you talk about your seniors. What about your younger players? We were talking up here. One, for example, Ashley Fulton. She's a freshman. She came out there tonight with 8 points in the ball game, a couple of threes.
Yeah.
And, I've had the pleasure of watching her, really from like third grade on. And she has really, really matured and really coming into this freshman year. There's a good example right there.
Yeah, Ashley just plays hard. So when you do that, usually the game comes to you and good things happen. So she's a workhorse, and she'll just give you 100% every time she's on the floor. So she fits into our mix pretty nicely. And we're certainly glad to have her, and all the younger kids too that you saw tonight. I mean, I was really proud of the group that came in. They listened. They tried to do what we were asking them to do. So I was really proud of them.
Tomorrow, South Ripley, a little bit about it.
I think it's going to be a tough matchup, just because of the size advantage that Ripley has on us. They're long and lanky, and but I think our quickness could offset that a little bit. So they've done really well this season. I feel good about where we're at. We're going to have to tighten it up a little bit defensively, know where the shooters are, and just be ready to attack them offensively. So, if we can get in the right mindset before tomorrow, I think it'll be a good matchup, and hopefully we come away with the victory.
Well, congratulations tonight on the victory over Shawe, 53-19. Very best of luck tomorrow, and then again, of course, for the next really week and a half.
Great. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys coming out and live streaming our games for our fans. Appreciate that.
All right. Thanks a lot, Devin. And just make sure, tomorrow is not a bring your dog to work day.
Yeah. No, I wish it was, but no, unfortunately, it's not.
With you and Noel bringing the dog and Jason, I tell you, it's crazy. And if you want to bring Baxter at any time,
listen,
you can do
bring
that.
them on.
Devin, good luck tomorrow. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Larry.
All righty, Devin Brierly here after the ball game. 53-19, your final score as Southwestern defeats Shawe here tonight. So that's going to do it for us here tonight. I want to thank Greg Sanders quite a bit, and also Josh Myers as we wrap it up here tonight from Southwestern. Well, I'll talk to you again on Friday night on 95.3 WIKI, as it will be at Madison and the Connor K. Somm Gymnasium, boys basketball, Madison and Southwestern. Till then, I'm Larry Duke saying so long, everybody.